Gotcha.
You got a shot of it?
Yes, we're good. We were just wondering how you felt about the ads, the political ads on television, if they're getting dirty or if you feel they're right on the line.
My opponent has waged the very, very false and misleading ads. It's very disappointing. He knows that I'm a supporter of veterans. I have a stellar record when I was in the legislature of supporting the National Guard, their retention bonuses, their scholarships, their honor guards, training facilities, all of those things. And he's taking one vote that I took, which and saying that is why for them, but it's totally false. That was to try to stop them from siphoning off money from veterans' homes and veterans' cemeteries. And the veterans in my district were very upset about that.
Do you feel like your ads towards him are in an appropriate manner, or do you feel like you've kind of done the same thing back?
Sure. My ads have focused on his voting record, and that's where I think campaigns should be won or lost, is on accuracies. And he has voted 95% of the time with Nancy Pelosi. He has voted for cap and tax. He has voted for runaway spending, and I think that's good information that people need to know. It'll be helpful for them making their decision come election day.
When you take out the procedural votes, though, what is his percentage of voting against Pelosi? Because I understand that 95% is a total vote count, including every procedural vote, every resolution for a post office name, whatever.
Votes, Bob.
Yeah, I was going to say procedural votes are very important as well, because they often determine whether a bill advances or not. For instance, he supported the procedural vote to allow health care to be voted on, which most Americans oppose, and then he ended up voting against it, but yet he helps support it during the procedural votes. So it does matter. It all adds up.
I also read online that you felt that the stimulus plan failed, but it made for lavish parties and different things on behalf of President Obama and Nancy Pelosi and their party interests. What would that money have gone for?
Well, I think there was a railroad that was supposed to be built for Harry Reid between Los Angeles and Las Vegas that I don't think here in Missouri we should have to pay taxes for things like that. We have a 9.6 unemployment rate that came out today, or just the month. We have 95,000 jobs lost in the month of September, and so clearly the stimulus package has not worked.
I also read that you feel that the jobs have depleted, and so that there's a failed sense of, I guess, that Washington has given a sense of failure. So how would you fix that? What jobs do you see yourself creating?
Well, I'm a small business owner myself, and my husband and I own 3 stores. We sell farm equipment, so we know how to create real jobs. And as I've gone throughout the district, I've seen visited with a lot of business owners, and the reason they're not expanding and growing jobs is because of the onerous regulations and the legislation that they are pushing forth on them, which helps create an uncertain environment, and it keeps them from expanding and creating jobs. So we need to create a stable business environment, quit taxing our business owners to death, quit over-regulating them, quit taking them over, and let the free enterprise system rule and reign.
One last question. I read that last Friday, I think it was, there was a tracker following you, and you felt a little bit uncomfortable about that. So we were just kind of wondering, do you yourself have trackers on Mr. Skelton, and where do you draw the line with yours, and where do you think the ones following you should draw their line?
Yeah. Our campaign doesn't have a tracker on Representative Skelton, and it was very onerous last week, the way that Skelton's tracker followed us, stalked us for over 90 miles, weaving in and out of traffic in a very dangerous manner. I think that's above and beyond any politicking that should take place. It's very inappropriate.
And you say you don't have any trackers. I believe the one that you're concerned about works for the Missouri Democratic Party. Do you know if the Missouri Republican Party has trackers on Mr. Skelton?
I do not know that personally. I wouldn't be surprised if they did, but certainly they would not go to this extreme behavior. It may be appropriate at a public gathering to come and to videotape the remarks, but it's certainly not appropriate to follow and stalk a candidate to their hometown and wait for them outside of a convenience store and weave in and out of traffic in a dangerous manner. That's inappropriate.
Is that what the Cass County Sheriff's Report says? Because I read somewhere on a Democratic website that that's not what the Cass County Sheriff's Report says.
I have not read the report, so I don't know, but that's what I experienced. I was in the vehicle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to see you. Do it again soon.
Thank you, Stevie.
Thank you,
Thank
Bob.
you. I don't know. We'll pick her voice, but
I mentioned earlier, and she didn't hear, so you brought the number. Thank you, Tyler. You're no longer needed.